Before you even think about skipping this, listen closely. What I'm about to share in the next few moments has the power to completely shift how a woman perceives you. Curious. Most men never hear this truth. They go through life speaking to women in ways that quietly destroy attraction without even realizing it. But you're here, and if you stay with me until the end, I'm going to give you something you can actually try tonight. Something she'll replay in her mind long after the conversation ends. Take a breath, stay with me, and if you haven't already, make sure you like this video and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Excited. Now, here's something I've learned from years of observing human behavior. Women don't fantasize about men who try too hard. What sparks their imagination is when a man understands the subtle psychological triggers that create curiosity. Compliments can be powerful, but only when they touch the emotional layers women usually keep hidden. The problem is that most men give compliments that sound predictable and empty. You look beautiful. Nice hair, pretty eyes. She's heard all of that before. Words like that disappear almost as quickly as they're spoken. They carry no depth, no surprise, and no emotional imprint. But something changes when a compliment feels personal, specific, and slightly unexpected. Instead of simply hearing it, she feels it. The words linger. They echo in her thoughts. And that echo is what stays with her long after the moment has passed. Men often underestimate how deeply women interpret language. A woman's emotional awareness becomes activated when a man notices something she didn't think anyone was paying attention to. People often say, women are complicated, but the truth is simpler than that. Women are emotionally perceptive in ways most men were never taught to understand. When you learn to compliment a woman through the language of emotion rather than appearance, you unlock a reaction inside her mind that even she may not fully recognize. There are 3 compliments that create this response. Once you understand them, the shallow phrases most men rely on will suddenly feel meaningless. These aren't cheesy pickup lines or manipulative tricks. They're sincere observations expressed in a way that touches something she protects carefully, and when they're delivered with the right presence, she will remember them, replay them, and wonder about you. Before revealing the first one, there's something important to understand. The power doesn't come only from the words themselves. It comes from the intention and awareness behind them. Women don't react to scripted phrases. They react to the feeling a man creates when he notices something others overlook. The first compliment is simple, but surprisingly powerful. Tell her that you love the way her mind works. When a woman hears that, something inside her pauses, her thoughts slow down, her guard softens. Instead of complimenting her appearance, which she hears from strangers and coworkers all the time, you're acknowledging something deeper. You're recognizing a part of her identity, something she can't fake and something she has spent years developing. Many men say things like, "You're smart," but that feels flat and generic. It lacks personality. But when you express admiration for how she thinks, her perspective, her creativity, the way she connects ideas, or the way she understands people, it feels much more personal. It feels like genuine interest. Women are drawn to men who make them feel understood rather than simply admired from a distance. Here's the deeper truth. Attraction often grows from imagination, and imagination is sparked when someone says something that makes you think. When you tell a woman that you appreciate the way her mind works, she begins reflecting on your words. She replays earlier conversations in her head, remembering the details she shared with you. She starts wondering what exactly caught your attention. That curiosity pulls her back to the moment again and again. Every woman wants to feel that her inner world, the thoughts she doesn't always express, is being seen by someone who truly notices her. When you say you admire the way her mind works, you're acknowledging the part of her that she protects the most. And that kind of recognition is something women rarely forget. It's quiet, sincere, and emotionally powerful in a way that most compliments simply aren't. The second compliment goes even deeper because it touches a place where many women feel misunderstood. Every woman carries a private emotional world inside her, thoughts she keeps to herself, dreams she hesitates to share, fears she hides behind humor or confidence. When a man speaks to that hidden space with the right words, something inside her opens. The compliment is this: tell her that there's something about her energy that stays with you. To many men, that might sound poetic, but to a woman, it feels like emotional gravity. Women constantly wonder what kind of impression they leave on others. They worry about being too intense, too quiet, too forgettable, or simply not enough. When you tell her that her presence lingers in your mind, you're letting her know she affects you in a way that feels genuine and impossible to fake. That kind of acknowledgement carries weight because it suggests that who she is, not just how she looks, has made a lasting impact on you. And when a woman believes she has that kind of effect on someone, the connection begins to grow in ways most men never expect. You're not complimenting how she looks, and you're not even focusing on her personality. What you're really acknowledging is the natural presence she carries, that quiet energy she brings into a space without even trying. It's effortless and real. When a woman hears something like this, it makes her feel meaningful, thoughtful. She feels like she wasn't just another brief moment in your day, but someone who left a lasting impression. The psychology behind this is powerful. When you tell a woman that something about her energy stayed in your mind, her curiosity immediately awakens. Curious, she begins wondering what exactly you noticed. Was it the way she smiled, the way she spoke, or a small moment she didn't think mattered? That curiosity activates her imagination. Many women like the feeling of being unforgettable, not in a dramatic way, but in the quiet sense that their presence stays with someone even after they're gone. When you say her energy lingered with you, you're showing her she already created that impact. And because the compliment is simple and not over-explained, it leaves a small mystery behind. Later, she will replay that moment in her mind, remembering your tone, your expression, and the way you looked at her. The more she replays it, the stronger the emotional pull becomes. This leads to the third compliment, which often creates the deepest emotional reaction. Simply tell her that talking to her makes you feel calm. A woman may enjoy hearing she's beautiful, but hearing that she brings someone peace reaches a deeper emotional level. It tells her that her presence affects you emotionally, not just visually. Many women naturally want to bring comfort to someone they care about. When you say she makes you feel calm, you're showing that she has a grounding influence on you. For emotionally aware women, this matters even more. Calm is rare in today's world, especially for men who carry pressure quietly. When you say her presence relaxes you, you're revealing a side of yourself most people never see. That honesty creates emotional safety, and when a woman feels that safety, she begins imagining a deeper connection with you. These compliments work because they speak to deeper parts of her identity, her mind, her energy, and her emotional impact. Women don't just hear words, they feel them and replay them in their minds. When a compliment creates a strong emotion, that feeling becomes connected to the person who gave it. This is known as emotional imprinting, but the real secret is that words alone are not enough. Tone, timing, eye contact, and sincerity are what give those words real power. Women can sense when a man is trying too hard, but they also recognize when someone is speaking with genuine, calm confidence. Attraction grows through connection, not pressure. When you simply notice her and express it honestly, you stand out from other men who rely on shallow compliments. Women remember how you made them feel far longer than the exact words you used. In the end, it's not about memorizing lines. It's about becoming the kind of man whose words carry weight because they come from real awareness and emotional maturity. When a woman feels seen and understood on that level, she begins thinking about you long after the moment ends. So use these compliments with sincerity, not to manipulate, but to connect. When you do that, You become the man she remembers, the one she compares others to, and the one she thinks about when she's alone with her thoughts. And if you want more insights like this, make sure you like this video and subscribe to Inside Her Heart, because learning the emotional language women respond to can completely change the way you build connections.